Alright, we're going to put the saddle on now and see how he takes it. When you first go to him with the saddle or the saddle pad, probably a good idea to use just one. Keep your hand pretty short on that line. If they want to smell it, which a lot of them are going to. I mean, I'll sit there for 15 minutes and let them smell the saddle pad, but I'll let them get a smell. Let them check it out. They're pretty curious animals, so they are going to want to check it out some. We'll kind of pull this so that it's not as big, and that kind of comes from the tar. If you want to try and get them used to you coming at them with larger objects. You know, I start with your neck. Keep a good short hold on your line. As I said, you run one way or another. You can stay with them or keep them under control. And start making some noise. Putting this on and off. You know, that thud. You hear that thud?
That was our healer jumping into the back of the cart with me.
That noise will make them do funny things. Don't be surprised if you go to toss that blanket on there and that saddle for the first time they jump away. It's liable to happen. I ain't used to it. But this horse is taking it pretty good, which, like I said, he's had some rides. You go to the other side and do the same thing. Most of our horses will let you saddle them or get on and off on either side, whether it's the left or the right. If he wants to smell it, that's all right. I don't really care. Well, I don't mind if he smells it. But again, keep a good hold on your line, nice and short. Sometimes, first few times you're doing this, whatever you put on, you take off. You know, it's hard to do if they're running off on you, but if you can, keep everything with them. Them little drills we worked on, keeping them soft and that right there in the line, really help you if you go to toss that saddle on for the first time and he jumps away. You know, you really want them to stay safe and not turn their head away from you and have this end come towards you. You always want that pretty free. So that little bit of float comes into play. He's going to face up and come to you and be soft about it. And real soft right there. So this horse has been worked a few times, so he's not super curious, but he is wanting to check it out a little. Just kind of a quick little gimmick, but kind of measure that out so that you can hold on to your line and your saddle at the same time. If it's too short, obviously you're going to pull their head away while you're throwing the saddle up. You're going to make it move. So I'll just kind of cup that with my thumb. I guess all that slack down there don't really bother me much. I don't want any knots get wrapped around my hands, fingers, legs. Now I'll do this right here a bunch. And they're not all going to stand here like this. Just like I said, he's been worked before. But you'd be surprised how many go away just with that little motion right there. And when you see them relaxed and they got some confidence in what you're doing, then go ahead and set it up on there. Again, that kind of measured out okay. It's not too close, not too tight. Well, first time you put it on there, you may not pounce on it like I just did there. But let them know it's okay, and pet a little. And this spot right here, right between your eyes, I think it's kind of the sweet spot. They'll let you go there. They trust you, you know, it's hard for them to see right there. That horse, he dropped his head a little, licked his lips, that's always a good sign. If you got one that's not real keen on getting saddled, this can save you. This might save your life. I hope I can do it. But I'll just kind of catch it like that. Ball bend down here, and that back foot can come up and whack you right in the head quicker than you think. It happened before. But, you know, the whole time you're working with these younger horses, it's a good idea to kind of talk with them. You know, let them know it's all right. Try and get them, you know, I don't know if you got a soothing voice or not. I think it helps. I know my horse knows the cuss words, so he must know words that make him calm down. But I'm not going to tighten this up really tight. I'll just make it fairly snug the first time. Now odds are they're going to walk off a little when that, you know, they're going to take a step when that cinch gets tight. Don't get scared and, you know, tense up, because then they're going to do the same thing. Just let them be relaxed. Try and, you know, stay safe, stay close. Maybe not too close, but stay safe. And if they do go somewhere, it's just pull them into you right here. Now, if their head's between their legs and they're bucking, maybe just get out of the way. Stand in front of them, or, you know, really pull them into you. But a lot of them will be nervous the first time this is all coming together for them. So let them know it's all right. Give them a little pat. Say, oh, this is okay. Don't scream at them. Just let them know it's all right. Nice, easy voice. I guess I'm pretty tall, so I've always just done this with the breast collar. This rope should always stay, you know, when you get this saddle on for the first time, you can do one or two things. If you're in the round pen, you may let them go by themselves. I kind of like to have the line on attached first few times, just to make sure that if they do go to swirling around and bucking and kicking, you can kind of help them out. You know, you might be able to pull their head over to the inside and get them to quit and calm down and let them know it's all right. And most horses respond to that. Below the chin, and don't pinch their poll or their neck. Just kind of a common pressure, you know, all together. And the first few times you do it, if they give you that much, just a little bit, let them know it's good. Little things like that. I guess he's kind of looking at the camera pretty good now. He ain't really